Okay, so let's talk about human design in real life. And for this human design experiment video, we are talking about projectors, the daily tasks, the daily tasks that I think every projector should be doing every single day in order to live in alignment with their design. This is a part of my program, The Experiment. So if you are interested in learning more about your human design, implementing your human design, and integrating it into your life, actually living it instead of just learning about it, then go ahead and click the link in my description to learn more about the program and register so you can join us. If you are new here, hello, my name is Ebony. I'm a human design reader, expert, and coach. So let's jump right in. Number one, I want to make this very, very clear because this is so important. Projectors are an interesting energy type to me, and their daily routine varies the most from the other energy types. And the number one thing that every single projector, I don't care what your authority is, I don't care if you're an energy projector, mental projector, I don't care. You need to be doing some kind of self-value practice every single day. And this is because as a projector, your signature theme and your not self theme revolves so intrinsically around recognition. Being recognized for your wisdom, being recognized for the things that you are good at, for the things that you contribute to the world. If you are not recognizing yourself first, you are going to constantly be searching for that recognition and for that validation in other people, in external circumstances, situations, and that is not what we want. So you need to every single day have some kind of self-value practice where you value your knowledge, you value the things that you're good at, you remind yourself of all the things that you're good at, your zone of genius, all of these things, so that you don't go out into the world looking for someone to give that recognition to you. Yes, it is a part of your design. Yes, it is a part of your strategy. But when you do it for yourself first, it takes away some of the urgency. It kind of takes the edge off. So you're not forcing yourself into these situations where you feel like you need the recognition from other people because you haven't given it to yourself, because you have, right? This makes it easier to wait for the invitations. This makes it easier to share your knowledge when it is invited, all kinds of things. So self-value practice is number one with a bullet for projectors, in my opinion. Now, there's so many different ways you can do this. You can do this through meditation. You can do this through journaling. I think this is a really great place to have a journaling practice. Like, you just write down all the things that you are good at, all the things about you that are of value. And there's a lot of you that offers value, right? All the things that you're good at, all of the education that you have, all of the things that you've done that make you an expert, that make you knowledgeable, that make you helpful in some way. Write them all down and remind yourself every single day how fucking amazing you are. Okay? Number one. I know this is kind of ranty, but I think that's so important, and I do not think enough projectors are doing it. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, number two, rest. I did the generator and manifesting generator videos yesterday. The fact is, you are not an energy being. You're not a sacral being, I guess I should say, because we all have energy, but to varying degrees, right? So if you are a projector, your output work, the amount of energy you're able to expend every day, is in between 2 to 4 hours, right? So you want to make sure that you're resting, that you're not exhausting yourself, that you're not burning yourself out, especially on things like manual labor. Not to say that you can't do manual labor. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you might not want to do it for 8 hours a day. Like, even if you have a job that is more, physical and hands-on and you love it, as a projector, you may not want to do it 12 hours a day or even 8 hours a day, right? So give yourself time to rest. Rest when your body says it's time to rest. Very important. Number two, hone your zone of genius. I personally believe everyone has a zone of genius, Everyone has things that they are good at, but for projectors, it is extremely important that you are taking time every single day to hone your zone of genius. Because remember, you are a guide, right? You are the one that moves the collective forward. You take us by the hand and you show us step by step how to get where we want to go. In order to do that, you have to be well versed. You have to be an expert in whatever it is that you're doing. I have a brilliant projector cousin who is a dating coach, and she is always researching or learning, right? She's a 2-4, so she has conversations with people, right? That's a big part of how she learns things. So whatever it is that you do, whatever your thing is, you need to be taking conscious time out of your day to hone that skill, to do those things, to learn, right? However that looks for you, okay? Number four, showcase. Showcase your zone of genius, because you could be the most amazing chinchilla herder, right? That could be your zone of genius, and you could be fantastic at it. But if no one knows that you are a fantastic chinchilla herder, then no one's going to ask you for chinchilla herding advice, because they don't know that you are in fact a chinchilla herder and that you're very good at it, right? So this is where I say that projectors, you have to have some way to showcase your zone of genius. Now that you've honed it, right? You've refined it, you've learned, right? It's time for you to show it off. We are in the age of podcasts. Okay, so you can do a podcast, you can have a YouTube channel, you can do Instagram, you can do TikTok, you can do Facebook. There's so many different ways that you can showcase your zone of genius. Just pick one. Just pick one. You don't even have to do social media. Like, you could just talk to people, like people in your life. When you're talking to people about, I'm like, oh, hey, what's new? Well, I actually started my first chinchilla farm, and I am an amazing chinchilla herder. Really? What does a chinchilla herder do? Well, I do blah, 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 right? That is so showcasing your zone of genius. That is what you need to be doing every single day, because a guide is not a guide without people to guide, right? What's a guide with no followers? No, that's a leader. Whatever, you know what I mean? So every day in some way you want to put yourself out there, right? Show people what you're good at. Talk about the things that you're good at, right? Spend time alone. This is, I think we all kind of need alone time, but I think projectors specifically, you kind of just need the space to come back into your own energy, especially if you have a generator or a manifesting generator partner. It can be a little bit overwhelming for you because of their sacral energy. It doesn't turn off, right? It does not turn off. So you might just need to spend just a few moments or maybe an hour or so by yourself every single day. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Take time for yourself. Take time to come back to your own energy, right? Connect with your non-self. Now, if you're a projector, your non-self is bitterness. So figuring out, okay, where am I feeling bitter? What situations have made me feel feel bitter? Why, right? Where is the bitterness coming from? Am I not waiting for an invitation? Am I not allowing myself enough time to hone my zone of genius, right? Am I giving myself the space to create invitations in my life, right? Am I showcasing myself enough, right? Every single day coming into the space of, am I feeling bitter? What areas of my life are making me feel bitter? Why? Right? So we're coming into this almost problem-solving mode, because I see deconditioning as a very proactive process. If there's something going on in your life that's pushing you into your non-self, now is the time to figure out what's going on so we can shift, right? That's what alignment is about. It's simple shifts. It's not like, well, I mean, it can happen, like just all of a sudden everything just falls into place. It can happen that way, sure. But for most of my clients, and I know especially for me, it's these tiny little shifts over time. And then you look back and you're like, wow, I came so far. And for me, in my personal opinion, my experience, connecting with your non-self every single day and just kind of taking inventory has been amazing for these tiny shifts, right? And then lastly, connecting with your authority. Projectors are interesting because you have the ability to have way more authorities than any other energy type. You can be an emotional projector, you can be a splenic projector, you can be an ego projector, you can be a self-projected projector, you can be a mental projector, right? You're the only energy type that has all of these different variations when it comes to authority. So whatever your authority is, you need to take time every single day and connect with that. If you're an emotional projector, connect with your emotional wave. Where are you emotionally, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you in your emotional wave? If you are a splenic projector, taking time every single day to tune into your intuition, ask yourself, what feels healthy for me right now? What is the healthiest thing for me to do right now? This is in the moment guidance, right? That's the spleen. It lives in the moment. That's it. Okay? If you are an ego projector, right? You have your heart center defined, and that's your authority. What do you want? Your heart center is your desires, right? It's kind of this energy of selfishness a little bit, right? What is it that you want? And let that be your guide. Let that be your GPS system. What do I want? Get really clear on that every single day, right? G center authority. What is going to make you feel like the most you, right? You being the person that you are, what feels like the right thing for you to do in this moment? And it's for G center authorities and mental authorities, you want to be speaking these things out loud, because if you try to do these things up in your head, it's not going to work well. If you are a G center authority, self-projected projector, or a mental authority, talking things out is really, really important. Getting it out of your head and into the physical reality. Even if you're just like, if you have someone in the room with you, you don't need to ask them for advice or anything like that. Just having them there to like bounce your thoughts off of is really, really helpful. So back to being a G center authority, what's going to make you feel like the most you? What is the thing that's going to make you feel the most like your best self, right? And if you're a mental projector, what makes the most logical sense for you? For you in this moment, what is the evidence saying? What is the most logical decision for you in this moment? What's the most logical thing for you to do in this moment? Every single day, whatever your authority is, taking conscious time to connect with that, because that is your decision-making process. That is your decision-making person. That's the CEO of your company. So tuning into that wisdom every single day is really, really important. So just to recap, self-value practice, very important. Rest, working 2 to 4 hours a day and making sure you rest when your body needs to rest. Honing your zone of genius, showcasing your zone of genius, taking time alone, connecting with your non-self, and connecting with your authority. Those are the 7 things that I think are most important for projectors to do every single day. If you have not seen my Gates series, I will go ahead and link it in a playlist. I will also link my alignment for projectors video for you to check that out as well. And I will see you in the next video.